Hey there, my name is Andrew Tate. I am the lead pastor of Friendship Church in Lugoff, South Carolina. You know, one of the things that I've discovered about myself over the last couple years in particular is that I really like to be in control of things. When things don't go as I had hoped they would go, I can tend to get a little frustrated or disappointed or sometimes even just downright angry. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't. It's probably just me. In 2 Kings chapter 5, there's a man named Naman. He is the commander of the Syrian army. They're the enemy of God's people. And he's a powerful man, and yet he has a problem. He's got leprosy. He's a leper. Elisha hears word of this man Naman and his desire to be healed, and Elisha is willing to help. And so Naman literally comes to the doorstep of Elisha, and Elisha, the way he responds is he sends his servant to the door. He sends him to Naman, and he gives him this instruction. He says, go wash in the Jordan River 7 times. That's 5. 7 times, and you'll be washed clean. You'll be restored. You'll be healed. 2 Kings chapter 5, verses 11 and 12, it says this, but Naman was angry and went away, saying, behold, I thought that he would surely come out to me and stand and call upon the name of the Lord his God and wave his hand over the place and cure the leper. Are not Abana and Pharpar, the rivers of Damascus, better than all the waters of Israel? Could I not wash in them and be clean? So he turned and went away in a rage. So he gets mad, he gets angry because things didn't go the way that he had planned. He said, I thought they would go this way. I thought he would do this, and they didn't. And so he went away in a rage. Now, this sounds familiar to me because although I don't typically go storming off in a rage physically, the inner me is fuming. Again, throwing a pity party, is just mad and angry because God is not working in the way that I thought he would work. Naaman was angry, but his servants convinced him, hey, hasn't he told you what to do? He's given you clear instruction. The word of the man of God is clear. Why don't you just obey? Why don't you just do what he said? And Naaman follows through. He obeys the word of the man of God. And the result was he was cleansed. He was healed. So what's the lesson for you, for me, for us? Man, it's pretty simple, isn't it? That when things don't go our way, and often they don't, if we're being honest, they don't always go our way. When they don't, it's an opportunity not for us to rage, but for us to release control, for us to submit and to surrender to the Lord and trust that his way is better than my way. The way I might say this is, when tempted to rage, let it be a trigger to release. You know, it reminds me of the old hymn, and maybe it popped up into your mind too. Trust and obey. You know that one? Trust and obey, for there's no better way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey. His way is better. You know this, I know this, but I want to read it to you. Romans 11:33. Oh, the depth of the riches and wisdom and knowledge of God. How unsearchable are his judgments and how inscrutable are his ways. His ways are beyond. And so my encouragement to you, my reminder to myself is that when I'm tempted to rage because things aren't going my way, because I'm not in control of things, let it be a trigger to release. If there's ever been a time in history when people have been more reminded of their lack of control over things, over the reality that we are not God, that we can't control things going on, man, let those be an occasion, let those be a reminder, let those be a trigger to open our hands and release those things to the Lord, knowing that his way is better. And we can just trust and obey him.